आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by saying that it's very good that General Naravane has exposed Rahul Gandhi. It was very important he does that, because Rahul Gandhi was depending on the silence of General Naravane to spread a lie, cause mayhem in Parliament, shoot and scoot like it's his policy always, and get away with it. Well, he almost did. Fact of the matter is, General Naravane comes across like a shy, reticent man. And had it not been for the fact that Republic Media Network has made him reveal the truth so that he's able to counter Rahul Gandhi as directly as possible, perhaps there would have been so many of you who would have believed the garbage, the unadulterated garbage that comes out of Rahul Gandhi's mouth when he talks about the army. Now, what are the points that General Naravane has made? He's made 3 fundamental points. The first point, when he says it's absolute nonsense to say that we have ceded land to China. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the liar Rahul Gandhi says we've given away 12,000 square kilometers to China. Maybe one day he'll say we've given away the whole country to China, because Rahul Gandhi is an irresponsible person. Who would you rather believe? General Naravane, the Indian Army, or the person who constantly runs down the Indian Army at every opportunity and politicizes it? The infamous Rahul Gandhi. The second point that General Naravane makes, ladies and gentlemen, is where he says that, how can anyone say that I felt alone? Our reporter asked him, Alisha Nair, who's going to be joining us, says, did you feel alone? Is it true what has been written about you, that you felt alone, lonely? You know, Rahul Gandhi, who has not done one day of national service, was presenting the chief of the Indian Army like a lonely, silent, brooding figure with nowhere to go, with the Prime Minister not responding to him, with the Defense Minister not speaking to him, handling the situation the best he could. Why did Rahul Gandhi spread this lie? Remember what General Naravane says? He says, anybody can say anything. In Hindi, jisko bolna hai bolne do. That's as straightforward and direct as hitting back Rahul Gandhi can get. But the question is, why did Rahul Gandhi dare to spread lies? Shooting off the shoulders of a former army chief. I ask the nation today, how long will we allow this man to get away with this? This 56, 57-year-old adolescent. Ladies and gentlemen, it is wrong. And most importantly, Rahul Gandhi went around waving this caravan article, which they call an essay. It's not an essay, it's a work of fiction. It's trash. It's low level. But it uses one tactic which is frightening. Interpretation put out as unnamed sources. And when asked about this article, General Naravane tells Alisha Nair, he says, how can you take cognizance of an article which quotes unnamed sources? Precisely so. Thank you, General Naravane, for saying what has always been on our mind. These people do hatchet jobs, and they quote this as, long-form journalism. It's a dirty hatchet job most often. They've even done a whole cover story on me, because they cannot ever come to terms with self-made people who do something on their own. But this caravan articles attempt to use unnamed sources of interpretive journalism, the absence of any journalistic method, tactic, ethic, has been exposed by General Naravane himself. Now, my question is not to the magazine. I don't give them importance. My question is to Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi, now that you have gone around using those unnamed sources as verified material, I want to ask you, which school of journalism, Rahul Gandhi, did you go to? Which newsroom experience did you ever have in life? The only real news experience you had, Rahul Gandhi, was when you had the privilege to face me And you utterly failed before the people of India. You made a fool of yourself before the people of India when you faced me. And now you are quoting an article using unnamed sources, and General Naravane is right in saying, how the hell does anyone do that? Now, viewers, this has gone on for a bit too long. I think somewhere we need to question, especially after this interview of General Naravane, the carefully thought out plan that Rahul Gandhi has. Remember, viewers, he tried to destroy and diminish the G20 event. He has always been on China's side. He goes and says China is great. India is nothing. India is not even a nation. He won't dare to say that about China. Maybe he's a Chinese nationalist. But most importantly, he has also tried to run down the AI summit. He has tried to misquote our army general on the floor of parliament. And then what will he do after that? Fly off to Vietnam or maybe more probably Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, is it not time to question this very dangerous and very sinister attempts of Rahul Gandhi that go against national interest? Shall we tolerate it? Shall we allow it? Shall we allow a person who has muddied the waters after Balakot, after Operation Sindoor, during Operation Sindoor, to get away with it? I think not. I think Rahul Gandhi has gone too far. He must be countered with facts, reason, rationality. Let's debate.
For 2 weeks, Rahul Gandhi used General Naravane. For the entire budget session, he waved his unpublished book as a political prop outside and inside Parliament. Now, the general hits back. Nobody needs to have any doubts, he says, that India hasn't given an inch of land to China.
Especially about the statement that you have already given that not an inch of Indian land had been taken by the Chinese. Do you still maintain that?
I think you should ask a reverse question to the Chinese, that have they occupied any Indian land? And answer to that question, I think, will satisfy all those who have any doubts on this matter.
This destroys everything that Rahul Gandhi has been saying on Galwan. It's a huge embarrassment for Rahul, who has been making wild claims about Indian territory lost to China. But that's not all. Naravane hits out at the magazine that slyly used unnamed sources in the article about his book to make their own political inferences. He tells people not to take the article that uses the questionable tactic of using unnamed sources to make a huge claim, which then Rahul Gandhi used in Parliament.
Galwan article has also quoted that you were allegedly recalled that Prime Minister instructions conveyed jo uchit samjhe wo karo. Did this mean that the Prime Minister gave you a free hand as the Chief of Army Staff to take calls you needed to be, or the other way around, whether Rahul Gandhi is saying that you were left alone?
See, once again, we cannot take cognizance of articles which are published quoting unnamed sources, what is right, what is wrong. So let it be for the time being at that. And as and when things get clearer, we can discuss these issues more in depth.
Naravane isn't wrong, and this further destroys Rahul Gandhi's tactic and argument. While Rahul claimed that the magazine article was editorially strong, Naravane questions the unnamed sources tactic in the article, questioning its conclusions. And although he's soft-spoken and almost shy, Naravane is angry, clearly very angry, at Rahul Gandhi for making the claim that as Army Chief he felt alone. And that as Army Chief he didn't get the clarity or support from the political leadership.
Sir, Rahul Gandhi has also said that you, in your book, which is an unpublished book, it is alleged that you felt really alone because Modi government did not give you clarity of instructions at a critical moment in Galwan. This is what Rahul Gandhi has alleged. What is yours?
Once again, anybody can say anything. I am not obliged to comment on anything, which is not actually my concern.
That is as direct as one can get to taking on Rahul Gandhi. Because while Rahul Gandhi claimed that the army chief felt alone during Galwan, the army chief clearly dismisses it, saying anyone can say anything, which clearly means that that's not the case. Now, for the past 3 weeks, the General Naravane affair has given the Congress fodder because General Naravane hadn't said a word. The publishers were forced to issue clarifications, Parliament was stalled, and speculation spread like absolute wildfire. General Naravane appears tired by this, but not unaware that an attempt at book publicity may have gone too political for his taste.
As your unpublished book has become the focal point in the Parliament, are you being misquoted or are the allegations accurate?
I think we should not live in the past. We should look ahead, go in the future. I have written a new book, Murder Mystery. I'm writing the sequel to that. So let us move on and, as I said, not dwell in the past.
Politically, this clarification directly by General Naravane sets the record absolutely straight. For the Congress, it's a wake-up call that the rashness and shoot-and-scoot approach of its leader is now not without harmful consequences for his own party. For the government, it's a certification of their position that Rahul was lying all along once again. A Republic Super exclusive filed by Alisha Nair for Republic TV.
We have Nalin Kohli of BJP, Deepak Reddy of TDP, Ratnakar Tripathi of Congress, Priyakna Kakkar of AAP, Pulla Rao, anti-BJP, anti-government, Tariq Ahmad Lari of the SP. And we have, before that, congratulations, Alisha. Great story, big scoop. How did you get him? I mean, today, this is the story everyone was behind, and people thought that he'd buried himself somewhere. How did you get him? Where did you get him? Now that he is there, how can you reveal the tactic you used?
See, Arnab, it is not something that he was not willing to speak. But
He was willing to speak.
He was, but he was actually waiting for the right time. He was actually waiting for the right channel.
Okay.
And that is where I was trying to connect to him. I was speaking to him, and that's where I got to know that he will be in Dibrugarh.
Okay.
And when I went and I just approached
You
him,
went to Dibrugarh in Assam to get this?
Yes. I went to Dibrugarh. He was...
1 minute, Pulla, what are you saying? Pulla,
I just wanted to ask one question to a wonderful reporter. Where was he for the last 15 days?
Where was he for the last 15 days? You are going to question. I thought you will compliment Alisha for getting the story that every journalist in India wanted.
Mr.
Pulla can join the profession and do hard work like a reporter.
Yeah, 1 minute. Can we have everyone
ahead and find out?
One question, Alisha. Where was he in the last 15 days? Why was he silent?
I thought, Nalin, see, this is remarkable. A Republic Network reporter goes all the way to Dibrugarh, tracks him down, gets an interview, and now is made the center of the controversy, Nalin. How did you get him? Okay. Where was he all this? Shoot the messenger.
Swami,
Nalin.
Swami, I must say, absolutely, this is standard tactic. Shoot the messenger and don't appreciate the good work done by a reporter on the ground.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Is chasing and trying to find a story, gets a scoop. So therefore, instead of appreciating it, you question the reporter who has asked the question, got the answer, what was General's program in the last 15 days. You could have done the same, Pullaji. You could have gone ahead and tried to track him down. You could have tried to speak with him. You could have perhaps got an alternative view, which I don't think would have been coming. Because the general has spoken clearly.
No, he has not spoken at all. He said, I think
the least one would have expected is...
I don't know how it can be clearer than that, but Alisha, don't worry, this is usual tactic.
And doing it well.
This is usual tactic.
I appreciate Alisha. Congratulations. I only ask, why was he keeping quiet when the whole
I don't think the Lutyens media ecosystem asked him. Did anyone stop?
I appreciate
The Lutyens media wanted, my theory is, my theory about this is, my theory about this is, Priyanka, you can come in, Priyanka and Deepa, my theory on this is, the Lutyens media did not want to talk to him because they wanted Rahul Gandhi's version to be uppermost. They didn't try.
So, Arnab, if the general's statement is so clear now, I think the government should go ahead and publish the book, which has been stuck in publication since 2023. I think they should also not consider mulling over a cooling off period of 20 years, where essentially it's a ban and nobody who served in the services can write about anything. Surely BJP is not appointing people who do not know that if you publish your strategic inputs in a book, it's a criminal offense. Surely BJP is appointing better people than that who are aware of it. So I think now the book should be published. Arnab, it should bother us all. You know, recently I read, I think the BJP should come out with a white paper and give a very clear stance on what is happening with respect to China, because we hear about the salami slicing strategy repeatedly. We hear BJP's MP Tapir Gao in the parliament talking about Galwan repeating in Arunachal Pradesh. We hear so many things. It's time they should come.
But didn't you hear what?
Didn't you hear?
See this the one. Priyanka, sorry.
Publish it then, no.
Priyanka,
why stop the book?
Priyanka,
why stop the book?
India, China, 1 minute.
And arrest Rahul Gandhi.
1 minute. Why are you getting touchy about Rahul Gandhi? You're an Aam Aadmi party. My question
Rahul Gandhi
is...
for what? Why?
No, I'm not. I am not.
Why don't you find the people in Punjab who are shooting down people on a daily basis, including your own sarpanches? Can we have some arrests there? Can we have law and order there instead of arrest Rahul Gandhi? Why manufacture these kind of debates? Do your job well in the state that you have
done in Punjab, and I can go on about it, but you are talking about
China. Sure, we have to read it in the paper every day. In fact, we read eloquently in every paper every day, Priyanka ji. No. It's a fact. We must compliment you. We've never seen people getting shot in daylight, broad daylight, since the days of terrorism. Now we have gang wars.
You want to talk, you know how
in a border
much
state, you are absolutely right. You must tell us. You must inform the nation.
His parents were arrested. We are the one who are constantly going after the drug mafia, and even Majithia was arrested. A problem which was given to us in Virasat by Akali and BJP. That's a separate debate, and I can talk
whether
about
that is a correct thing or a wrong thing. Can you say your own Sarpanch was shot 2 days back?
No, sir, tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. I want to ask the BJP spokesperson. Sir, do you want to tell me about the law and order in your states? I don't want to.
No, we are moving away. We are moving away. And this is not a law and order debate today. Let me share with the viewers of Republic the criticality of this debate today. And let me confess. Let me make a confession. Let me confess that I played a very important part in encouraging Alisha to somehow get General Naravane. Otherwise, nowadays, reporters in Delhi don't move out of their phone. They get all their stories on a WhatsApp group. Alisha went all the way to Dibrugarh to get this interview. Absolutely. Now, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I felt compelled, Deepak, somewhere, to at least get the version of Naravane, because my saying it, nobody will believe. Naravane saying it has a lot of weight. Now, Deepak and Ratnakar Tripathi and Tariq Lari, it becomes Naravane versus Rahul. It becomes. Now, Naravane, all this while, 1 month, Rahul Gandhi has been saying, I'm talking for Naravane. Naravane says, shut up. Of course, you're not talking for me. You can't make up these facts and shoot over my shoulder. Now, what does Rahul Gandhi do? Where does he go from here? We can't give him an escape route. As they say in Hindi, patli gali se nikal jana. Wo allowed nahi ho sakta. He has to be brought to account on this matter. It becomes a very serious act. You have misled Parliament. You misled people of India from the floor of Parliament, misusing your position as leader of the opposition. Misquoting. 1 minute. You versus Deepak Reddy. Keep the windows ready. Deepak Reddy.
Let's clear the stand of Samajwadi Party.
No, 1 minute. We'll get everyone on.
Absolutely.
2 people together. Yeah.
Arnab, it's absolutely clear that Rahul Gandhi stands totally exposed. And right on our panel, Priyanka has said that he needs to go to jail. At least that way, the India ecosystem can be saved. That's what her intention is. But I would like to directly get to the person and the motive behind this. We have a person with a duplicate character, a duplicate Gandhi, a duplicate Indian, a duplicate Brahmin, a duplicate politician, a duplicate party name, and a duplicate alliance. But he is original in some. He's an original Bharat and Hindu hater. He's the original Pak lover and a jihadi lover. He's an original Chinese stooge, and he's an original free-spirited traveler. But the point here is, do we take a person like this seriously? One thing I would like to raise about the secret agreement and 5 points, Arnab, this is important. After the secret agreement, what Rahul Gandhi has done with China, they deliberately did not modernize our armed forces. They kept our arms and ammunitions to bare minimum and dependent on others. And they kept us in a position where we could not fight a battle for more than a week. And they parceled our Indian industry to China, where our trade deficit went up 2,800% in less than 10 years. And they have sent monazite sands as waste, which was rich in thorium and rare earth minerals. And you can go on and on and on. The point I would like to make is the last Bihar election made it absolutely clear that they don't want Jungle Raj. And now India is absolutely clear they don't want traitors and they don't want incompetent people in Indian politics anymore. These are my opening comments.
One minute. I'd like Ratnakar Tripaঠি's response. Before that, Mr. Tripathi, on the 10th of February, Rahul Gandhi said, the army chief will never lie. I'll tell you the exact words. Please note, Nalin Kohli, the exact words, the semantics, the use of language, the nature of emphasis, and the kind of accusation. He says, and I repeat, he says, either Mr. Naravane is lying, or it is Penguin which is lying. I don't think the former army chief will lie. Now, General Naravane himself says, we have not ceded any territory. It is absurd to say that I was left alone. The question is, therefore, either Rahul Gandhi is lying or General Naravane is lying. That is the fact tonight. Right?
So,
no. Either Rahul Gandhi is, you will get all the curtsies. But I will repeat the point to the viewers tonight. Either Rahul Gandhi is lying or the former chief of army staff who he was shooting the off shoulder is lying. Isko kehte hai, in English and Hindi, I'll give the phraseology. Caught with your hand in the cookie jar, in English. Range haath, pakde jana, in Hindi. Tossing and turning, toing and froing, Ratnakar Tripathi knows today, Alisha, he's caught. No. There are two versions, a Rahul Gandhi version or a Naravane version.
आपको तो उस तरह जनरल नरवाने ने जवाब नहीं दिया।
No.
ये बोलने देंगे या मैं चुप रहूं? दो ऑप्शन आपके पास भी है, आप बोलने देंगे या मैं चुप रहूं?
No victim card.
अलीशा जी, आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई। आपके जरिए जनरल नरवाने जी ने बहुत धुंध साफ कर दी। And the bottom line was, anybody can say anything. I am not obliged to answer everything. And that is what he did in the interview. आपने पूछा पहले कि कौन सी बात सच है? नरेंद्र मोदी ने आपको फ्री हैंड दिया या राहुल गांधी के आरोप? And what was the bottom line? He said, let it be for the time being.
Typical Congress tactic.
Please don't interrupt.
Terrible, I feel bad.
When the time comes, I will discuss this in depth. Right? उन्होंने ये नहीं बोला कि मोदी जी ने मुझे फ्री हैंड दिया, और जो उन्होंने बोला कि citation की बात, he was very right. He is not going to answer any citation, and nobody asked him कि ये citation सच है या नहीं. But he didn't straightforward and categorically said.
Oh God, the level of misinterpretation. Hats off to you, man. You are fantastic. You're the number one spinner, Baba. You're better than Rahul Gandhi. You're better than Rahul Gandhi, man. You're fantastic. Everyone.
What did he say again? Alisha ji, He said, don't live in the past. The message to the government. Let us move forward to the future. And he again said, don't dwell in the past.
Oh, now he doesn't want us to go to the past. Because in the past he lied. Because in the past he lied. Because in the past he falsified. Because in the past he misled the people of India from the floor of the Indian Parliament. So he says now, don't go into the past. We will go into the past. We will go into the immediate past. We will go into the past where you were standing in Parliament and misleading the people. Now he says, Nalin, don't go to the past. Oh God, no.
He didn't answer a single question.
All right.
And the bottom line, I again say that I am not obliged to answer anything.
No. I'll tell you the three things. I'll tell you the three things. No. You don't pretend. You don't pretend you don't understand English. They're clear as crystal clear can be. Clear as crystal clear can be. Mr. General Naravane, Rahul Gandhi says you were feeling all alone. That you were all alone. He says anybody can say anything.
No, Dr. Goswami.
Oh God, he did not say yes. Rahul Gandhi was saying what I felt. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. Don't spin it over your way. Nalin Kohli is in the middle of a hot debate tonight. Calls are open this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Nalin's turn.
उन्होंने कहा जब समय आएगा
अभी उनका समय है फिर दर्शकों का समय आएगा
officer, for an armed force officer no less than a general, the chief of the army staff, when he is an officer and a gentleman, he elegantly chooses his words, he elegantly dismisses his rivals because he's not shooting bullets in the air, and he clearly sends the message that the tirade that has been built on falsehood deserves the contempt that it should, because after all, he, as the general, stood there to protect India based on the free hand that the government of the day under Prime Minister Modi gave him. And we have the most creative, and I must compliment Ratnakar ji, he's a very senior person, the most creative interpretation of an interview to make it a non-interview. And he begins by complimenting. मैं पहले अपनी बात कह दूं, भाई साहब बात कह दूं. आपने अभी कहा अर्नब जी को कि मेरे पास दो चॉइस है, या तो मैं बोलूं या नहीं. मैं आपसे भाई साहब निवेदन कर रहा हूं, बाद में बोल दीजिए. He begins by complimenting Alisha. Amazing. Thank you, भाई साहब. He begins by complimenting Alisha for a good story, and then goes on to try and find every fault possible with that interview. I think today the situation is different. Today the situation is you have the Congress party running for cover.
Answer after that.
Because on unnamed sources, they stood in Parliament and Rahul Gandhi ji tried to build a narrative that never existed. A narrative of falsehood, a narrative meant to hurt India's national, sovereign and security interests. Coming on the fact that it is the Congress party which has, finally we must not lose sight of, some kind of MOU with the Communist Party of China.
Yeah, main point.
And others have signed it. We've never seen a copy of that. We need to also pay attention to the fact that at the height of Doklam, we had Mr. Rahul Gandhi seek a clandestine secret meeting with the then Chinese ambassador. When it came into the open, then all sorts of cover stories came out. And then on Galwan, we had our soldiers, instead of standing with them for laying down their lives for the motherland, the highest supreme sacrifice, you had questions about the failure of the government, the failure of the army. We've had our demands of proof on the surgical strikes, demands of proof on Balkot, no belief in Operation Sindoor. Every time the common factor is Mr. Rahul Gandhi and his colleagues in the Congress party. So the counter question now begs an answer. Is there an agenda against India's national and sovereign?
No, there is. I will allow rebuts now, but Pulla has not spoken and Tariq has not spoken. It's fair that I go to them and then I'll open it up. No. 1 minute. I ask Alisha a question. I'm going to ask Alisha a question. Alisha, I didn't hear you use the word unnamed sources even once. He used the word unnamed sources. You asked him about the article. And he said, how can you take cognizance of an article, use the word, That quotes, Caravan article, correct. That quotes unnamed sources.
Correct.
So the word unnamed sources was, did you put it in his mouth?
There was a clear question I've asked that it was a Caravan article which has said that, where it was your quote in the unpublished book which says that jo uchit samjhe wo karo.
Ji.
What is your reaction to this?
And then he said...
Do you agree to the point?
Yes.
No, you asked him that...
You know what she asked better than her.
और राहुल गांधी
अच्छा इनको पता है कि इन्होंने क्या पूछा रिपोर्टर को पता नहीं है अलीशा नायर को पता नहीं है दिस इज absurd नलिन दिस इज द वंडर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड सेवेंथ वंडर ये कह रही है कि रिपोर्टर को याद नहीं इन्होंने क्या पूछा I think this is now too much. She is saying
what is too much?
What is too much is that Nalin.
उसने सब कुछ बोला उसके ऊपर आप कहते हो कि उसको पता नहीं है. Look, I mean, in fairness, you can't expect Alisha and don't say she's sleepwalking.
Am I wrong?
She has done an outstanding
job. Let me tell you. एक बात मैं कह दूं. 1 minute.
And you say she doesn't know her job.
See, हमें WhatsApp journalism नहीं करते हैं. Alisha Nair is the same journalist. Alisha Nair is the same journalist जिन्होंने 2 महीने यूक्रेन से वॉर रिपोर्टिंग की है. इनको रिपोर्टिंग आती है. She has asked a very direct. आप कहाँ इनको सिखा रहे रिपोर्टिंग?
Alisha, my compliments for you.
I compliment you, Alisha.
Anyone who has been in a war situation deserves the highest compliments. It's not easy.
आज रिपोर्टर को अटैक किया जा रहा है.
अरे आप सुनवाइए.
रिपोर्टर पे सवाल पूछे जा रहे हैं.
आप क्यों रिपोर्टर के कंधे पे बंदूक चला रहे हैं?
अरे क्या रिपोर्टर आपने नरवाने जी के कंधे पे बंदूक कंधे से बंदूक आपने लगाई. आप एक्सपोज हो चुके हैं.
भाई साहब आप रिपोर्टर पे बंदूक चला रहे हैं.
राहुल गांधी जो कह रहे हैं वो सच है. आपने कहा कि नहीं मैडम? मैं गलत हूं मुझे बोल दीजिए मैं मान लूंगा.
रत्नाकर जी आप कंटिन्यूसली आंसर पे फोकस करिए जरा क्वेश्चन पे भी देखिए. क्वेश्चन डायरेक्ट थे बिल्कुल डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन थे और क्वेश्चन क्लियरली पूछे गए थे. मैंने कोई भी दूसरे क्वेश्चन नहीं जो राहुल गांधी ने पार्लियामेंट में बोला उसी पे क्वेश्चन किए. रत्नाकर जी आप पहले क्वेश्चन पे भी आपके लिए चाहिए तो हम फिर से क्वेश्चन प्ले करते हैं. आप आंसर पे फोकस कर रहे हैं बहुत बढ़िया लेकिन आप क्वेश्चन पे भी कीजिए जो डायरेक्ट
क्वेश्चन. देखिए जो भी तथ्य आ चुके हैं.
चलाइए मैं गलत सिद्ध कर दूंगा.
1 minute before he listen to me. देखिए तारिक अहमद लारी और पुल्ला राव. The question is, he says, this article, how do you take cognizance of an article which quotes unnamed sources? मतलब इसका प्रियंका प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड द मीनिंग ऑफ इट. ये अनजान लोगों का नाम लेकर आप कोई लिख रहे हैं इसके कैसे कोई सीरियसली लेगा. यू अंडरस्टैंड तारिक. और इसी आर्टिकल को दिखाते दिखाते यू ट्राई टू डू पॉलिटिक्स फॉर 2 weeks इन पार्लियामेंट.
मैं कुछ कहना चाहूंगा. फर्स्ट आई वांट टू से समथिंग देन वी कैन डिस्कस इट.
श्योर.
प्लीज ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ समाजवादी पार्टी एंड अखिलेश यादव आई लाइक टू मेक इट क्लियर दैट वी आर विद द आर्मी. उनके खिलाफ कोई बात नहीं कर सकते. बात खत्म हुई. ये एक चीज है. उसके बाद if नहीं why Mr. Modi and his members whenever they are questioned they start hiding behind the army. जब भी बात करो ट्रांसपेरेंसी की they shout anti-national. Asking question is democratic not anti-national. If Modi has nothing to hide in the army chief book तो उसको publish कर दो. Publish it. What fear do they have?
No, 1 minute.
National security के नाम पे आप उसके
पीछे नहीं छुप सकते. You heard the army chief's response. You saw the army chief say how do you take an article seriously which has unnamed sources. You have taken that article and tried to create a controversy of it. Please do come to the point, Tariq. Today the army chief has told Alisha, how do you take cognizance of
Modi ji asked about the bravery on the borders. Modi ji speaks about the bravery on borders.
But when it comes on this story,
Parliament, why is he silent? The country deserves clarification.
Don't read from a paper.
Just thumping. We want answers.
We want
answers.
No.
Please, we want answers.
You were,
not like
you
this.
were quoting.
No, we want answers.
Tariq,
Don't be a delulu.
This was about Naravane's so-called book, Naravane's so-called article. Baba, Naravane has come and said that you were wrong.
No, you are a ghost.
General Naravane has said you were wrong.
Naravane, I don't know any Rahul Gandhi.
What are you saying, Priyanka? Don't defend the indefensible.
I'm talking about the security of the borders.
I am not.
You're changing the goalpost. All you need to say, sorry to the people of India.
I don't know Rahul Gandhi. I don't know anyone.
I
just want
Priyanka,
from the government.
Let me say that very
why
clearly.
the border security?
Let me say this very clearly. Rahul Gandhi is not important to me. My country is very important to me. I have a question for Mr. Kohli. I want to ask him that I recently read reports by the Pentagon that in late 2025,
Nation first.
Beijing was establishing additional military base in Pakistan, and I want to know why in early 2026 a US envoy visited the Indian Army near Pakistan, the Indian Army command near Pakistan. So please tell me what is happening. Please bring a white paper. I am concerned about the national security of my country. I want to know why have we sold out to US?
No, Priyanka ji, your so-called concern, if you had focused your concern on the management and the administrator of Punjab, instead of picking up these kind of things and becoming a new conspiracy theorist, perhaps you would have a better administration there.
This shows your weakness.
I mean, as far as I can see, Government of India under Prime Minister Modi has followed a robust policy. A policy, no, I'm answering it straight. I'm answering it straight. I'm not fearful of answering it.
Do you want me to repeat my question? It's not on Punjab. Do you want to talk about law and order, sir?
Government today that does not shy away from
Bihar, I can speak on law and order. In Maharashtra, I can speak on law and order.
Taking decisions in national interest. It is, yes, law and order is your subject because, yes, of course, and every day we read about the Aam Aadmi Party, someone or the other getting shot in Punjab. Now, shooting people in Punjab is easier than probably buying milk at the nearest mother dairy booth in Delhi.
Near Pakistan, when Pentagon repeated that Beijing is establishing an additional military base in Pakistan.
Why don't you discuss the issue about the truth? Now you are talking about all kinds. Priyanka, can I still have a bad throat? Please, pity on me. 1 minute, Priyanka, 1 minute. Give me a second.
Rahul Gandhi, Punjab.
Give me a second. I am working with lozenges. 1 minute.
Right now, isn't it?
Now listen to me. My question is this. It's very simple. See, today, Deepak, for some reason, the opposition wants to discuss grand strategy across the world, but not discuss the issue on which they blocked parliament. Deepak, today they don't want to talk about that.
Because that's an embarrassment for them.
That's the point.
I too said even then that parliament should run.
Arnab, let me come in here. I mean, I think the viewers who
Parliament
watching this debate have only,
you should
have
answer
only
in the
one
parliament.
thing.
Government should answer in the parliament. Why are they shielding
Arnab, I think the viewers.
Why are they always standing behind the army?
Priyanka now bottom. Yeah.
चुप जाते हैं. दिल्ली में आर्मी से चुप जाते हैं.
Let me come in here.
जवाब नहीं देते हैं.
Arnab, let me come in here. The viewers who are watching this debate have one thing to say.
Army and police.
We must not digress.
You all are a bunch of cowards.
1 minute, you're being hyperbolic. My question is, why don't you want to...
You all are a bunch of cowards.
You wanted to discuss the issue. The Republic has interviewed Naravane. No, you don't want to discuss the issue. Why? Come back to the issue. The nation wants to know what your response to Naravane's interview is. That is what the nation wants to know. Deepak Reddy.
Arnab, it's absolutely... Arnab, I'm coming in here. Arnab, it's absolutely clear. It's absolutely clear after the statement of Naravane ji that Rahul Gandhi stands completely exposed and Ratnakar is red-faced. It's absolutely clear. He has nothing to say or he cannot defend. One thing I would like to say is, if you put a public opinion poll on whom the people of India are going to trust...
Okay, let's put that poll out. Let's put a poll out.
I bet you Rahul Gandhi.
I'll put a poll out right now today. Who do you believe? Rahul Gandhi or General Naravane? I put a poll out live right now. I commit myself at the end of the program to taking the results of that poll.
This poll should be after the publication of the book.
Arey, 1 minute.
And Ratnakar is red-faced.
This poll should be
Yes,
after the
Ullah versus Nalin.
And Ratnakar is red-faced.
goalpost पर change कीजिए.
Don't censor the book.
I'm not changing the goalpost.
Ratnakar is red-faced.
Don't censor the book. Please. Don't censor the book. अगर मोदी जी अपना चेहरा क्लियर रखना चाहते हैं, don't censor the book.
Issue is over.
Then go for the
Nalin.
Issue is over. Then bye. Issue is over.
Yes, Arnab.
You're getting frustrated, man, because Naravane finally spoke out. He would speak out someday, no?
Of course, it's an embarrassment.
Ratnakar, Tripathi and
It's an
Nalin.
embarrassment not just for Rahul Gandhi ji and the Congress party, but it's an embarrassment for the whole
What
opposition.
did he speak?
At the end of the day,
Anything about Rahul
they
Gandhi?
thought they stopped
He said,
the entire
"Don't
parliament,
live in the
the
past.
Parliament of India,
Go ahead
and
in
then
the future.
immediately they thought
Don't
they'll go on
dwell in
an
the past.
unnamed
That is
source
what you
in an
want to do.
article, and then they will embarrass the government.
Otherwise, you
They thought they had something important, and the general spoke. And the general silenced them. So it's
Okay, we have callers tonight. A poll will be put out right now. Our first caller is Rishabh Singh from Thane. Rishabh. Rishabh.
Hi, Arnab sir.
Yeah, hi.
Hello, Alicia ma'am.
Hi.
So I know Alicia ma'am very personally. Luckily, I met her when you were into jail, so she might be knowing me during the Alibag time.
Yeah, I remember.
So kudos to Alicia ma'am for taking the interview of Naravane sir and exposing the Congress. The real question isn't about the truth anymore. Why is always Rahul Gandhi so obsessed with undermining the credibility of India's armed forces, an institution he never had the courage to serve?
I'll let Ratnakar answer that. Put him full frame.
Let me have a word.
If Rahul Gandhi is quoting something out Naravane sir's book,
But the
is
man,
it anti-national?
no, the man who is quoting is countering him. You didn't understand this.
He didn't condemn it.
You didn't understand. Nalin, the core issue. Nalin, they are not coming to the core issue.
When the time
You come into the debate. Now, question is the core issue.
time comes, Shubham Singh.
Nalin Kohli.
They never will.
What
They
he
never will. Because if they come to the core issue, it will lead to a discussion on Rahul Gandhi ji's leadership and his leadership qualities.
So why
Something that
didn't-
Congress
why
leaders
didn't
repeatedly
General
are
Naravane
asking.
quote a single
So therefore, the
memo,
minute they
single time,
acknowledge a
then
situation
Nalin, Nalin.
is going to become serious for the Nehru Gandhi family. So therefore,
Pull
all
on
the
the right.
supporters of the
Pull on the
Congress
right.
party obviously are going to
Pull on the
reflect. They won't have the courage to take the hit directly and say, now that the
Mr.
general
Nalin,
has spoken, we apologize.
Mr.
We recognize
Nalin,
that this
only
was
one
an error
question.
on our part. We should not be undermining our armed forces.
No one
None of that
wants
will
to
happen.
undermine the army.
So they will say, no,
No one
attack the
wants-
general, attack the reporter,
Everyone is
attack
for
the
the army.
BJP.
Priyanka.
Talk
on the
about
right.
the armed
Everyone is
forces
for
not
the
doing their
army.
duty.
Priyanka, come to the core issue. At least you come to the core issue. You
How
come
can
to the
be
core
for
issue.
the army when you run down the army and ask them for proof?
I'll come to the core issue. Don't unmute yourself. The core issue, and there is no harm in speaking the truth today. See, you didn't start it. Rahul Gandhi started it. He said that General Naravane felt alone. And he used the word that General Naravane said, "Main bilkul akela tha." General Naravane has countered that. The core issue is misquoting a former army chief for your political interest. Now that is the core issue. Priyanka,
I
do
have
not...
one more thing to add to this with your
No, you tell Priyanka. You get into a debate with Priyanka. Yeah, Priyanka, you're muted.
I think, see,
Absolutely, I'm going to tell that.
I think it.
So you are now
I
at
can-
a situation where
you can only mute me, I can't-
I'm not muting you.
Quote attributed to the former army chief, and then you go ahead and then run down India's national security situation based on something that the general didn't say.
That's the core issue.
Kohli Saab, I think the core issue also was, if you're talking about specifics here, he said that 2.5 hours ka delay. He read out that excerpt and which said that 2.5 hours delay, which was very crucial. And anyway, I think if Rahul Gandhi is lying, within the parliament or even otherwise, why don't you arrest him and settle the issue and publish the book? I think the matter settles there. And
why don't you move an application for that?
And I know when I question you about
why don't you move an
US deal or
application for that? Why are you asking us?
Why should I?
Why don't
It's your
you?
problem.
Since you are asking for something, do something for a change.
You are the one
do
debating
something for a change. आपकी तो पार्टी सिर्फ बोलती है, करती तो कुछ है नहीं. आज कुछ करके दिखा दीजिए. तो पूरी जनता को पता पड़े कि ज्ञान देने की जगह दूसरों को एडवाइस देने की जगह आप भी कुछ काम करते हैं.
पार्टी को अरेस्ट करके
आप बताइए ना, आप
केसेस में अंदर डाल दिया आपने. आप राहुल गांधी को अरेस्ट क्यों नहीं कर पा रहे? बताइए ना. पहले आपने कहा वो
और बेल क्यों नहीं मिल रही थी? अच्छा ये बताइए, बेल क्यों नहीं मिल रही थी?
अरेस्ट क्यों नहीं कर?
कोर्ट के बाद कोर्ट जो है कह रही थी कि प्राइमा फसाई कुछ केस दिख रहा है इसमें. तो बेल क्यों नहीं मिल रही थी? और बेल मिलने पे आप लोगों ने तो बिल्कुल ऐसा कहा कि जैसे कि तो देश हित में हमने बहुत बड़ा काम कर दिया,
स्ट्राइक डाउन कर दिया था. आप मनी बिल के रूट से उस 45 को लेके आए सर. दोबारा पीएमएलए के लॉस डिस्कस कर लेते हैं सर. आपको तो पता है, आप खुद भी प्रैक्टिस करते हैं.
अब आइए, अब आप जाकर घूम के एक और नए विषय पे आएंगे. अब मैं प्रियंका जी आपको बिल्कुल स्पष्ट रूप से कह सकता हूँ, आप एक मुद्दे पे बोलते हैं, मैं जवाब देता हूँ, आप घबरा जाती है, दूसरे मुद्दे पे जाते हैं. दिस इज लाइक चेंजिंग हॉर्सेस मिड स्ट्रीम. मुझे लगता है कि इसको राजनीतिक ना करते घुड़सवारी की बात कर लीजिए, क्योंकि ये तो घुड़सवारी का बहुत अच्छा एक उदाहरण है. एक घोड़े से बैठते दूसरे पे आप कूद जाते हैं, एक पे तो टिकते ही नहीं है आप, एक टॉपिक में नहीं टिकते आप. तो आप क्या कौन सा देश चलाने की बात करेंगे जब आप किसी चीज पर स्पष्ट खड़े दिखते ही नहीं है?
आप कहते हैं पंजाब, आप जवाब ही नहीं देते हो कोई.
लो जी, कमाल है, इंडिया कमांड पाकिस्तान से मिलने जाता है. आप क्या कह रहे हैं कि हमारी सेना जो है, आप क्या कह रहे हैं कि हमारी सेना के लोग पाकिस्तान के साथ मिले? मैं हरगिज इसको स्वीकारने नहीं दूंगा. और मैं खबरदार जो आप हमारे सैनिक को ऐसा बोलेंगे कि वो पाकिस्तान के साथ मिले, वो अपना खून देते हैं, अपनी जान देते हैं और पाकिस्तान को सबक सिखाते हैं. और आप कह रहे हैं कि वो मिले हुए. इस प्रकार की कैसे शब्दावली आप प्रयास कर रहे हैं? बिल्कुल गलत कर रहे हैं आप. आपको देश हित में माफी मांगनी चाहिए. आपको माफी मांगनी चाहिए कि आपने सेना के साथ इस प्रकार का मजाक किया है.
सिंपल क्वेश्चंस.
What do you mean? Not answers. We want an apology for you saying
आपको मेरी आवाज नहीं सुनाई दे रही और आप मेरे जवाब नहीं दे पा रहे हो.
आप permitting Pakistan to have an upper hand.
I expect better from you. You one of the most eloquent.
अरे मैं कहीं नहीं इधर उधर जा रहा हूं मैडम. आपने कहा you want an answer. I am saying we want an apology for what you said about our soldiers and our command system as if it is compromised because of Pakistan. How can you insinuate something like that?
Sir, let me remind you what the BJP minister said about.
These are your words. You can ask Mr. Goswami to replay what he said.
Army, sir.
If you don't realize what you have said, sir, you can request Republic to replay.
Goswami has been debating with me for a long time and he knows very well how much respect I have for the army, sir. But he knows also what the BJP minister and MP said for Colonel Sofia Qureshi.
Then why are you saying that? How is it that the army was it allowing a Pakistani into the
what is that got to do, Priyanka, with this present issue? Priyanka, am I right? Dr. Suresh from Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu where? Dr. Suresh, where in Tamil Nadu are you calling from?
Cuddalore.
Yes. Please go ahead, Cuddalore. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening, all panelists. See, I just want to inform all the panelists and the viewers of the country that these opposition parties who are sitting or the spokesperson from those parties, they won't have the guts to condemn Rahul Gandhi. Second, we have to understand all Indians understood that Rahul Gandhi can go to a jalebi shop or go to any small shop and do pottery or jalebi work and all. Don't expect things from Rahul Gandhi to be a leader of opposition or anything. So
see how disenchanted people are. Thank you, Dr. Suresh. You saw that? Ratnakar Tripathi, you see how angry people are.
Results. Mr. Goswami, please highlight.
Show the results.
The vote results.
Show the results, poll results. Show them live.
How many people believe Rahul Gandhi?
Let me speak now.
6 and 94% are with General Naravane, 6% with Rahul Gandhi.
Priyanka Kakkar to arrest Rahul Gandhi. Okay.
Priyanka Kakkar and Deepak also on screen. Yeah.
Please. And now do one thing. You arrest your member of parliament, Tapir Gaon. On 19th November 2019, he said in the parliament, in the 0 hour, that the Chinese have occupied our 60 kilometers of land.
Rahul Gandhi also
92 and 8.
Arrest him. Why don't you do that? Ask Nishikant Dubey to abuse him, and kick him out.
But you guys, what?
Do you need an application for the BJP MP?
Yes, please. One minute. Just Deepak.
And nowhere in his comment,
Mr. Tripathi, Mr. Tripathi, the results are on the screen. I mean, the results are clearly on the screen. The takeaway from today's debate, Rahul stands exposed and Tripathi stands red-faced. The results are on the screen. Nobody in India trusts Rahul Gandhi. This is the truth. This is the truth. At least now, you guys are more sensible and more responsible and stop behaving the way you guys are behaving. It's about time. It's about time. Don't make yourself a joke in front of the people of India. Be a little responsible. Look at the results. Look at the results. Look at the results on the screen. No wonder you're red-faced. No wonder you're speechless. No wonder you have nothing coming and no words of content coming out. No words of content. No words of content.
Subhash Chandra from Bengaluru, last caller tonight. Subhash Chandra from the city of Bengaluru.
Arnab, good evening.
Good evening,
Congratulations on bringing such an important topic on
you must congratulate Alisha.
Yes, sure. I think she also has done a wonderful job in going and meeting Naravane. I think the political parties, especially the Congress, has this scoot and runaway habit from a very long time. And today the public are very intelligent. They have a lot of information in their hand, and they will surely know that who is telling the lies and truth. And the only thing I'm worried is our parliament is, everybody takes oath in the parliament saying that I won't do anything against my country. This amounts to talking something about against the country.
Subhash ji, thank you. Last call. Tariq, आप सुनना क्यों नहीं चाहते?
You are a LTT recruit. You murdered Rajiv Gandhi. You are a LTT recruit.
Who's murdered Rajiv Gandhi?
You are a LTT recruit.
Who? I didn't murder Rajiv Gandhi.
That chap who's saying Kashmiri Congress. What the hell do you mean by Kashmiri Congress?
What do you mean you murdered Rajiv? I didn't murder Rajiv.
What the hell do you mean by Kashmiri Congress?
And anyway,
you are a LTT recruit.
What do you mean you murdered Rajiv Gandhi?
You are a what? Dakat jo wahan ka tha wo poochhe wala. Kya naam
wrong with you?
You are a bloody dakat. You are a LTT recruit. What do you mean by what is that? Can you say that to him?
I mean,
that is
why are you accusing me?
Kashmiri Congress.
Gandhi is dead.
What do you mean by Kashmiri Congress?
I mean, this is really funny.
He's the man who killed Rajiv Gandhi. He is the Tamil Atangwadi. He is the Atangwadi LTT recruit. Who killed Rajiv Gandhi?
Who?
He is the terrorist. Who's calling us? Who's calling Congress Kashmiri Congress? What the hell does he mean like that? Respect everyone. You want respect? Respect us also. Respect everyone.
अरे किसको बोल रहे हैं
आप?
But where is this going?
दिमाग खराब हो गया है.
What is आप किसको बोल रहे हैं?
दिमाग खराब हो गया आप लोग का. You are gone on side. You have gone in out of your.
Okay, calm down, Baba. I have never assassinated anyone. Sunny Singh from Delhi. Sunny. Sunny.
Hello, Arnab. How are you?
I am okay till now. Yes.
Arnab, कांग्रेस के लिए मैं 2-3 बातें बोलना चाहूंगा सर. राहुल गांधी जो है वो बिल्कुल देशद्रोही की तरह काम कर रहे हैं, जैसे देशद्रोही भारत विरोधी आदमी काम करता है ना, बिल्कुल उस तरह के काम कर रहे हैं. दूसरी बात ये है कि इनको कोई एम्बेरसमेंट नहीं है किसी तरह की. ये सोची समझी साजिश के साथ करते हैं, फौरन से अपनी लाके और ये करते रहे जितना मर्जी. पब्लिक को समझ में आ रहा है सब कुछ. ये टाइटैनिक चला रहे हैं, सिंपली बता रहा हूँ, ये टाइटैनिक चला रहे हैं. जो इनके साथ रहेगा, जो पार्टी इनके साथ रहेगी, वो भी डूब जाएगी.
देखिए रत्नाकर जी, दिस अ हॉट कॉल. सनी, थैंक यू.
सनी जी, रिक्वेस्ट. अगर सच बोलने से आदमी डूबता है तो हम डूबना ही पसंद करेंगे. आप परेशान मत होइए. जनरल नरवाने ने अलीशा जी के साथ अपने इंटरव्यू में
अभी अलीशा को फिर से अटैक करेंगे. ये फिर से अलीशा को अटैक करेंगे.
समय आने पे इस पे गहनता से बात करें.
मैं अलीशा नायर को बधाई देता हूँ. मैं इन्हें बधाई देता हूँ. मैं इन्हें बधाई देता हूँ. ऐसी बड़ी एक्सक्लूसिव स्टोरी आज आ गई है जिसके आपकी धज्जियां उड़ गई है आपकी. आई कंग्रेचुलेट यू. I thank you all, ladies and gentlemen.
मैं तो अलीशा जी को धन्यवाद देता हूं.
I thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, the poll is 9:1. 90% of people of India support Naravane. 10% are still supporting Rahul. 10% with Rahul, 90% with Naravane, 100% of the public with Republic. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।